Welcome back everyone to Self Digs. I'm back out with the Deus 2. I am today going to be testing out this new update properly. I know I used it at the weekend just for a day, but I thought today I'll actually try out the new things that it's got and see if it improves the experience with the Deus 2. So for this, I'm going to save the legacy update for another day. I'm just going to use a general program. I think with the update there's been bug fixes. They've added a pitch 2 to the audio settings, so if you like to use the pitch rather than like 5 tones, 4 tones, 2 tones, etc., then you have a different one. And I tried it the other day because I don't like using the pitch tones. It hurts my ears. But the difference between 1 and 2 is the number 2 pitch is just much clearer. They've done loads of updates for the gold settings, the gold programs, which I never use for today. So the main ones that I'm looking at today is going to be the minus silencer. I know I tried that with the beta version, but I want to see if, since they've come out with this proper full version, if they've tweaked it any more and if it's improved. So basically we can now go to minus numbers on the silencer. So if there's an object that's potentially being masked by iron and giving us a 50-50 signal whether to dig it or whether to not, because it might be just iron, by reducing the silencer it should clear up the signal if there is something potentially being masked by iron. That's a theory anyway. So they have introduced or edited the ground/iron break setting, so I think you can go to like -1 to 5 and that will help distinguish nails and stuff like that. But otherwise I'm not tweaking anything. I'm just going to be using the general. Actually, out of interest, let's see what those figures are on the general program. The silencer is set at 2, sensitivity 95, frequency 40. I'll keep it like that, but reactivity 2, audio response 4, discrimination, let's see. Oh, 2 tones. I'll stick at that. Bottle caps, don't need that. Notch, don't want that. Right, here's the ground and iron break. So currently it's set on 0, but look. Right, let's see how far you can go down. Minus 6.4 you can go down to. Okay, well I'll keep it at 0, but what I'll do is I'll just test it on a target and see if it changes the signal. Oh, my module is just flapping about. So that was if you go into discrimination, expert, tones, expert. That's where you can scroll down, where you'd normally sort out your tone breaks and whatever. First signal of the day. It's not one where I want to change the silencer or the ground/iron break. But apparently the update has improved the visual display, so the numbers should correlate to the targets. So that 4950 to me would normally be a bit of foil, tiny bit of lead, or a bit of copper. That's the general objects that I dig with those numbers, or sometimes a button. Let's see if I'm right with those numbers. We're out, and look, it's still bone dry. Oh, hang on, is that it on top there? Oh no, it isn't. I thought it was that then. Oh, here we go. I was right, it's a button. Second signal, again, signal where I don't want to change anything because I'm quite happy with it. $73, $74. Let's see how we go. We're out. Still the same numbers, and it was quite deep, so that's good. Because sometimes they say one thing, you get them out and they're completely different, but that is maintained. What's that then? just a bit of lead. So here's an example of a dodgy target where I might want to play about with the new settings. Repeatable signal, but a bit scratchy. And those numbers going down to 0. So let's see. Let's first of all change our silencer. Let's go -2. Let's go extreme. If anything, I think it's cleared up a tiny bit, like a really tiny bit. Okay, now let's go to that iron brake. And let's set that to -2 as well. Let's just see if that has any effect. I think with them both together, it's cleared up a fraction. We are out, so let's see if by reducing the silencer and the iron brake, which ever so slightly cleared up the target, let's see if it was right to do so. Luckily it wasn't that deep. Oh, it's a little pistol shot. Oh, fantastic. I wonder why it sounded so scratchy. Is there another target in there? No. Why on earth did that give out like it had a bit of iron with it? This one isn't a dodgy target, but that VDI is stable. It's a thin bit of copper again. I've saved my snack for the car and it's back on the best. Mint dark chocolate, and this is thanks to John, who was on the Noble weekend in Shropshire, and he actually got these from Aldi for me and gave me a whole pack, so thanks John, really appreciate it. I am really noticing how stable the VDIs are. Look, it's just a bit of folded lead. 55, flicked it out, it's a clock clasp. Oh, now is that my eyes or would it have been patterned? Shame it's broken. I think that would have had a little pattern on. Yeah, it definitely would. It does. Oh, lovely little clock clasp. That is a shame it's broken. Here's our second dodgy target, and I probably would still dig it, but there is a hint of iron coming through. Let me put you on loudspeaker. Where is it? So let's first of all change the silencer. That's cleared it up. Again, let's go to -2. The iron brake. See if it clears it up even more. It's the base of a toy car, complete with one wheel. So I think the data there was telling me completely correct information. So the machine was correct. It was saying, yes, there's a target. It's not just iron, but there is a bit of iron to it, which there is. So awesome. I'm impressed, Deus. This was a 75. Again, a solid number. Oh, turn this off. And it's another pistol shot. Ha. Here's another slightly dodgy one. Again, at first I was just going to dig it and not film it, but as I went round the target, it did turn a bit irony. So here we go. What do you think? So let's do what we were doing before. Let's go change silencer to -2. See if first of all that clears it up at all. Let's start back around this side. Well, that has definitely got rid of those 0 numbers and any iron tone whatsoever. Nope, that's not brought back any iron. So this is a definite diggable target. No iron whatsoever. Huh. There we have it. It's just a bit of lead with a couple of holes in. This was a 73. See that? Have a lead musket ball pistol shot thing, but complete with nipple. Just had a solid 80 just there. There's a musket ball. Look at the size of that. I wouldn't want that to hit me. Oh, there's some weight to it. At a decent depth for 70, produces our first coin of the day. Whoop whoop. Oh no, it's so broken. But with the patina on it, I think that's going to be Victorian. Well, it's definitely going to be Victoria. You can just about make out Britannia there. But look at that, 1863. Ah yeah, there she is. Just about make out in the right light. Here's an extreme dodgy target. Now, my expectations are that changing the silencer and the iron brake are not gonna make the target sound better. I think that this is genuinely iron, but let's just see. See, it sounds okay there. And it changes to more or less just iron. Silencer -2. Let's see if that does anything. Sounds lovely, but like it did before. I'm still on the fence. -2. Let's see if that clears anything up. That is iron. Now that it's out, solid 71. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's Ladybird. Okay, well, it's in here, whatever it is. It's this. What on earth is that? Is it like a little fuse or something? Although it's trash, it's not 100% iron. That's thrown a spanner in the works. Let me just go over the hole. Something in the lid now as well. Oh God. Maybe it's another one. Have I got this turned on? No. Ah, That's the blighter. That's what it was picking up on. Those setting changes are meant to help with separation if anything's being masked by iron, and it's just me being amateur, but that wasn't as obvious as it could have been, I think. I know the other object was really small, but so's this. It's not like a huge bit of iron masking that tiny bit. It's just a tiny strip. It was shallower than the non-ferrous object, but yeah, strange one that. The silencer did improve the signal a tiny bit, but the iron brake definitely didn't. That was just telling me iron, iron, iron. So yeah, what would you guys think of that? Incredibly stable VDI. Just as the heavens open, our first gold of the day. Golden Mr. Kipling's. This was an 83. It's a squashed button, but on the front seems to be like a butterfly or flower design. Right, I found another extreme example because I want to know whether that last one was an anomaly or if it was just me. This one I think is more extreme. I can't get a full repeatable nice signal at any part. Oh, maybe there I can. Okay, silencer. Let's see if that does anything. Well, that sounds nicer. Let's see what this does to it. Oh, let me get the VDI up. Sorry, guys. Has improved the signal. I think with the iron brake down at -2, I think the iron's a bit more prominent. I still, if we hadn't have done that last example, I'd still say this is definitely iron. But because we did dig that other signal, I don't know anymore. So let's dig it and find out. Well, that is definitely iron this time. No mistaking that. Like I said, changing the settings, it cleared it up a bit, but it was still very obvious that there was iron there. Really obvious. But it was only because of that last example that had the 2 targets that I still dug it. So if I hadn't have dug that last one, I wouldn't have dug this one. Even though it cleaned it up a touch, it was still evident that there was iron. Whether that's because I went straight to -2, maybe if I went down to 0 or -1, or went further with the iron brake or a bit less, maybe that might have given me more information, more clearer information. But I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I'm quite surprised that changing the silencer and iron brake down to how much I did cleared it up a bit. I would have expected it to be iron, you know, like full stop, but it didn't. It made it a bit more hopeful that there might have been something, especially having dug the last target. So I'm on the fence with this at the minute, half and half. Here's another unconvincing target. If it was a quiet, I'd probably still dig this, to be honest. Where is it? Because that's repeatable. The numbers are jumpy and there is a hint of iron. Silencer to -2. See how that goes. Pretty much exactly the same. -2. Definite digger now. The first one, I still would have dug it, but on the fence. But manipulating those two settings, it's 100% cleared up the target. Still in the background, a slight iron groan, but only thing we've got to do is dig it and find out what it is. Well, look what popped out the side there. That's there's the imprint. It was in this. Oh look, there you go. That's where it was sat, right there. Oh, it's not a bloody coin, it's a button. I thought it was a farthing. God, it's a thick one. Nothing on it, but still, nothing iron about that. Wonder why it was giving off that of a target. Right then, this is going to be my last target, and it's another one of those really dodgy ones. I would never dig this in a million years, but for peace of mind that I'm not going crazy, I just want to test the settings with it. So listen to this. I want the silencer -2. See how that goes. I think exactly the same. Iron brake. I can see an iron brew now. I don't think it's cleared it up. I don't think it's made it worse. I think it's pretty much the same, to be honest. Seeing as this is the last one, let's go -4, -3 on the silencer. I think it's gone a bit more irony on that. Yeah, this is 100% iron. Best to get out. Well, there we have it, folks. I've spent a good few hours testing out this version 3.1 on Coin Corner. I'm from these few hours, what I've established, obviously I've not used all of the extra benefits the update gives us because I'm not going to use them anyway. But what I have used is the iron brake and the silencer. And I'm not 100% sure what to make of it. I think when there's targets where you're more likely to dig them than not, but you're still on the fence, changing those two factors does clear it up. If there's a really dodgy target that you think, oh, I'm not going to dig, let's just change it just in case I'm wrong, changing those two factors I don't think helped. Because one of the examples, I was baffled and there was an extra target there, but the other two signals where I knew they were iron, but I just thought I'd try it out anyway, they were iron both times. I think one of the times the target sounded better when I adapted the silencer and iron brake, and then this one just here, there was no change whatsoever. I thought that's what it was meant to do. If there's a target there, it was meant to clean it up. If there was an iron target there, it wasn't meant to clean it up. So unless I'm just completely wrong and I've just read wrong, because I've been trying to read up about it, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys make of this new update? What I will say though is the numbers definitely are more stable. So really impressed with the VDI now. Overall with the update, I mean, there's benefits. I like the VDI being more stable and the more options we have to clear up tones. But in terms of accuracy, I don't know. Obviously I'm on the FMF. Whether it changes with the high frequency coil, I don't know. Obviously I've only been trying it on the general program. I will be trying it out properly with the legacy program next time I'm out with the Deus. So we'll see if legacy can harness the new update to benefit the experience when out detecting. But until that time, let me know what you lot think about the new update to 3.1, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.